Aaron, thank you so much.
Very
Thank you.
nice.
Question: where a bomb was dropped, and so it's actually an Instagram post. So the essence of this love talk basically is so that we touch on every aspect of if you are some if you are married, you take away something from this basically. So we're jumping into the compound of those that are waiting and trying to position and are seeking to find someone. And so it's an Instagram post by Sheon Babs. Like I said, if you're not following Sheon on Instagram, please follow him because it's full of amazing things like this. And I'll just read it. It says, you keep screaming, God, when? You won't go out. You won't meet new people. You won't go on dates. Just stay one place, pressing phone. Not at all. Where are you going to? I'm talking to you. I'll read it again. You keep screaming, God, when? You won't go out. You won't meet new people. You won't go on dates. You just stay one place, pressing phone. Not at all. Where are you going to? I'm talking to you. So, Shehu, please, what was on your mind?
What inspired it?
What inspired it?
Exactly.
And see, there's an accomplice in this. So Shehu is not alone.
Oh,
Okay, he has an accomplice, and his accomplice is present in this place. There are
okay.
only two men. Let me go prophesy. It's another man here in this place that is not shown. So yes, Shehu, what were you thinking when you actually posted this?
Thank you so much. A normal thing for you to find people screaming God when everywhere. You go and post on Instagram but the truth is you won't go out. You won't step out of your house. You won't you won't even meet new people. Yeah, and you're saying God when the truth is even with the phone you're pressing, you're still forming for the people you're chatting with on the phone. So how is the God when going to happen? In fact, you're saying God when God is wondering why you called his name. It's just
God
wondering
is
like
saying when
God
to
is
why
you.
would
saying,
you
you went.
like when so I have a lot of friends who are always saying God when and God when is this going to happen? Shion? It looks like God has forgotten me and stuff. So I said, okay, let me write this thing out and stuff and then let's see, what the truth is there's just a lot that's happening. In this area, I don't think it is a thing of a prayer point. Because you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You are home. You're not going anywhere. You're not accepting dates. You're not. Some people. Okay, for example, let me give a very perfect example. I have a friend who is always complaining to me and saying, "Oh, guys don't come," and then even if they come, they're the kind of guys that she doesn't like. So on one of the days we're having the conversation. So I just told her, "Okay, can you give me your phone?" So I collected her phone, and then I went to the DM. She had over 40 DMs that she did not reply. And then we began opening the DMs. And we saw that there were guys who liked her.
Wow.
And she's one of the God when people.
God
So
went
God
gang.
my
when
point, why are
people.
you saying God when? When
The God
with,
went gang.
with you?
God went people. Oh Lord.
Realize this, the kind of generation that we are, it's a generation of following the crowd, following what people say. Even when God is talking to you personally, it doesn't make no sense to me. About 2 days ago, I was addressing a group of people, and they were saying something about our generation, about how things work, and then somebody made a statement, and then I corrected them immediately. I told them, I said, I agree with you if you say we live in a microwave generation, but do not forget that a microwave has a timing.
Yeah.
If you want to microwave
Hey.
your food, you don't just put your food inside. So when
Mm.
you're saying a microwave generation, they make it seem like You want to get your food microwave. You put it in the microwave and you bring it out. No, you got to time it. 3 minutes, you put it
Exactly.
there. It goes in for 3 minutes and comes
And
out. So there is a
sorry to
timing. There's
cut
a
you,
preparation.
It
Sorry
proves
to
you
cut
there's
you.
an alcohol.
You know, even the food you put in the microwave has already gone through a process.
Of
Hey.
course, of course.
So don't let us say it's a
Something is
microwave
happening here.
generation.
Because everybody keeps
Yeah.
saying microwave generation. I don't believe that. Why are you telling me to microwave? When you, for example, if you bring it out in less practice, you're not attending seminars and conferences. I don't understand how you're going to. And another thing is the attitude. Some people have got shouting God when it will never be any
They
God
miss
when.
Has just been amazing. It's been insight upon insight. And so we took a break and we're back now from the break. And so we'll just crack on. What we are discussing at the moment is we've already done one question. So we're recording. So hopefully we'll have a replay of this so you could catch up that one. But we're discussing a post, a social media post from Instagram, an original by Sheung Babs. So we wanted him to defend his post by explaining to us what exactly he was thinking when he posted it, and it has been such an insightful thing for us to hear from him, his take. And so,
sincerely
formalities around
is a very apt post, because I don't let me go to the Bible and draw up an illustration from the Bible. So in my own imagination, I want to talk about the story of Esther. Everybody celebrates Esther, right? Everybody says, "Oh, I want to be the Esther of my generation. The Estheric anointing is upon me. I have favor like Esther," which is a valid prayer, right? But let us go behind the scene to before Esther came into the competition. That means there was an advertisement for people who are interested in being the queen. It was not just a beauty pageant. The advertisement was that, you know what? The king is looking for a queen. And there is going to be a beauty contest. Whoever wins is going to be the queen in that land. Now, imagine Esther just seeing this post on Instagram of their days or on the Facebook of their days, and she was just like, "Oh, I wish I will be the queen. Oh, I know that I have what it takes. I am 1,000 yards of wife material," but she did not register. You understand? She did not register. She did not get into the competition. And she's just liking posts and insulting people who are in the beauty pageant and saying, "You know what, this one is not even as fine as I am. She doesn't even have the bone straight hair like I do. And she doesn't wear the kind of stilettos that I wear." Do you understand? The truth is, she would never have become the queen like that. Fast forward, she got into the competition. When she got into the competition, there was another positioning. If you well, the Bible says that Esther took everything that the king's eunuch asked her to take. Let me interpret it in our own present generation and in our own present world. That means you are looking for someone. You spotted that, okay, I like this guy or I like this girl. Now, what you do is you observe.
Oh my.
Do you understand? What are the qualities? What are the things that this guy likes, or what are the things that this girl likes that can give me access? Do you understand? That can give me access, because relationship is never birthed without access. Access is the door that creates the platform for fellowship.
Oh my.
Do you understand? Intimacy is born out of access. Even in our Christian walk, the Bible says Jesus had to come into this world, and when he shed his blood, the wall of partitioning that separated us from God was torn. Now we can now enter the holies of holies. Guys, let me tell you, you and I have holies of holies. You and I have inner courts. You and I have outer courts. And people are at different stages in our lives like that. Things that the King Eunuch had recommended. And let me give this as a cue to guys. See, sometimes it is not forming that you package yourself just because you want to access someone. I'm telling you, I'm not saying you should live a fake life, but there are some basic adjustments. You can't go to an interview for maybe a managerial role, that is your makeup, even that is what you like the most. You can't do it. You have to go in the preference of what they will understand as seriousness. So in the Godwin gang, we have to do more than Godwin. There must be a positioning, and I think guys do a lot. We understand this better than ladies. Let me talk to the ladies. There is nothing wrong in positioning. It is in you finding, when you change the position of, when you change it from you positioning to you actually finding. You are not the one finding a husband. No. That is where the equation is wrong. You are not to find, you are to be found. But you can position to be found.
Yeah. True.
So you can position to be found. But I read a story about a particular lady who positioned herself to be found by that guy. Do you know what she did? She liked the guy in church. I'm telling you of a true life story. She liked the guy in church, started making inquiries about the guy, and they told her that, oh, this guy is a sweet guy, but I'm not going to influence anything, and all and on and all. And they told her that, okay, there is a forum that this guy belongs to. Is the community of Christian guys and girls. They hang out, they fellowship and all. She said, I am coming. She went for that meeting. Unfortunately for her, I was not there that day. They added her to the WhatsApp group of this particular community. And, you know, the vibes of that guy on the WhatsApp platform was so impressive. And she started enjoying that community. So she said to herself, I have gained a community of friends, and I am going to gain a guy also. So she said she was attracted to his intelligence on that platform, and she started contributing constructively also, so that Adib can apply or appeal to his deep.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So do you understand what I'm saying? So one thing we must understand is that after a while, this guy now started making inquiries about this girl. Do you understand? Saying, "Whoo, I think I like the way this girl speaks. I like the way her vibes go. Who is this girl? I like her." Coincidentally, it was the same guy the girl went to meet that the guy also went to meet to inquire about her. The guy said, "Oga, just go and shoot your shot." They are in a committed, they are in courtship. So that we must position. leave the God-went gang.
Mhm.
Because I have found out through a couple of people that I've spoken to over the times, I have noticed that most people that shout God, they are, I'm serious, they only fantasize about relationship, but they are not ready for commitment.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
like the aesthetics. They like the
Hmm.
aesthetics of, oh, he just gave me a royal of surprise. Oh, he
Relationship
just bought
goals.
me a car and everything. But hey, are you ready for the work? Because relationship is work. Let me stop there so that I don't take time.
Thank you so much, Shay. That is so. I
Wow.
said I wasn't going to talk. Honestly, I said I wasn't going to talk. I wasn't going to comment. And Shawa was like, "You mean you are not going to say anything?" So, in response to that, I just wanted to say something about what Shay said, because Shay said a story about someone that positioned, and I absolutely learned so much from it. But I know a pastor was sharing this. So a lady had come to meet him and she was like, "Oh God, pastor, I'm believing God for a husband." And pastor was like, "Okay, so what kind of husband do you want? What would you want your husband to do?" And she said, "I want a pastor." Pastor, and the pastor was like, "So where can you find a pastor? Where can you find a pastor?" And she's like, "Okay, Bible school." And he says, "Go to Bible school." I kid you not. This woman went to Bible school, enrolled, and before she was done, she met a man that was a pastor, and she's married
That's all.
because I've been thinking, oh, those people, they are just dating now. So I feel coming for somebody, you might not know how can I pose you, because somebody sent a message and the pastor was like, when, as in this is a proven. So the pastor was saying that when Abraham sent his servants to go look for a wife for Isaac, he sent him, but the man went to the well, because the man asked himself, where will I see young ladies
That's
in
all.
this city? He went to the well, because the well is where the young ladies will come. And somebody is like, okay, where is a well? A well can be this congregation of brethren. I don't want to be the God. I told you I can preach. I've already preached it. But then, so positioning could start from there. It could start from there as well. But I just wanted to highlight, corroborate. She said that's so true. Story just keeps, and that's what happened to. So position. At some point, her mentor told her to position, and that was it. Told her what to do. So you might not even your position might not even be in your own intellect. You might not know. That's why you're logged onto this platform. That's why all these people are telling you how to position yourself. Even me, if I'm learning. So I said this. I wasn't going to talk too much, because this is what happens when I talk too much. I get passionate and I carry on and carry on. So we've heard from the Sharon Paul. We want to hear from married woman stand, marriage counselor
The
standpoint.
TSP.
Please, what do you think about this post? What do you think about this?
Conquer in capital letters.
I am against all of you. Let me just say it.
No, because sincerely,
Yes.
visibility matters. Visibility. Now
Mm.
let me share what my pastors, what they started doing for me. I remember then, while I was in school, I think I just finished. So we're all, I was preparing to go for service, but I was serving in church then. And then, what's up? Pastor, I'm believing God to get married and all. May I tell you that my pastors were my male pastors. I was the whole SU thingy. This thing you're seeing here.
Hey, I
Yeah.
testify.
Um, I was I thank God Mama has she knows me from way back. So I was the whole SU look. It was, please go and help her trim my eyebrows. Then another pastor took me up and
Go.
like, can you try, work on your hair, look good, and sincerely, I'm serious. So, and then,
The
I
band
had
went
all my
up.
clothes put together, but there was they knew that,
I
see, babe,
refuse to pay this
the
man.
kind of guys in this church, there's some, and they had to sit me down and see, men are very visual. They are very, so
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
look good. You have to be attractive. I'm serious, guys. By the time, it was that they went as far as anytime I come to church, come and see me. And my pastor was like, okay, good. Oh no, don't wait. They were that deliberate because the background was coming from. They knew that, man, if you want to get married, come here, it may take you a while, but they helped me visibility. So that's another thing. And funny enough, the man I now married is such that look at me now. I remember when I went to a number of mine was like, you meet your husband as you do it. I said yes. So in short, it was
Even
one of
if
the
I
things that he
have
was
to.
telling me. Exactly.
Say Bishop.
So he goes like, babe, you know your nose, so what kind of new, the man would want to marry that look at you. Yeah, the way you have to look. Imagine my husband when he just met me and he was telling me, there's a way I love my wife to look. I'm going to take you shopping. I felt insulted. Excuse me, but that's his kind of person. There's a look he wants me to have. So that, and then in addition to positioning, I was going to use the root story, the root situation. What she did was actually positioning. If you look, Ruth didn't say much. She just said what Naomi told her to say, but there was something she did, and obviously, probably in that time when you lay at the feet of maybe a man, it represents something. So positioning is key. I say I concur. I remember I was counseling with a young lady, and I told her that you don't go out, you stay indoors. I asked her, I said, after church, you carry your bag and you're running out on the bid of I'm leaving far. You don't mix with people. People don't know you. You don't belong to any department in church. You're not volunteering anywhere. So how do you expect to be seen? And God bless the way men are wired. They have to see first before, okay. But when you're not in their space, so go out, position yourself, be visible. Now, people or women can be very funny, and then they may tend to take the extreme. But I want to believe, yes, I want to believe they understand where we're coming from, and that this does not negate, what's the word? Receiving, the counsel of God, the will of God for your marriage. No, this doesn't negate. This is more like, position yourself. When the guys come, they say we should position ourselves. Then, as guys are coming, you begin to go on dates. No, please, let's not forget. Let's not go to the extremes. We're just trying to single people, especially for introverts, rather, to help people. There's the place of visibility and positioning. Mix with people, get to meet new people, go out of your way. I had to counsel someone, I think last week, and told her, funny enough, she's a professional, so this was even on a professional level. And she was talking about how she can be a recluse and all. And I'm like, yeah, into HR. She said, yes, she does her profession. I said, no, if you're going to do well in HR, people are very important. Being people-minded is key in HR. So go out of your way, because I was telling her that I didn't know she was a very nice person until one conversation led to the other. And I'm like, you have a disposition that puts people off. So until some people that are bold come to talk to you, they don't know that you're a very important. So, I began to tell her that go out of your way, smile. After serving, don't just pass by people and just with straight face. Smile, say hello to them, make it a point of duty to meet at least one new person, after church. And she was like, wow, thank you. I'm going for a networking, HR networking seminar on Saturday. I'm going to put it to good use. She chatted me up and says, wow, I've met, met three new people. I'm like, way to go, girl. So really, all of this, visibility, positioning, very key. So I concur. You're screaming God when you are in your house. You won't go out. You will not do it. It's very, very, very true. I concur. Before I go on and on and on, really.
Thank you so much. So there has been so much that has been said. And interestingly, that wasn't even the question. That was the question that was leading to the question.